Well, there's actually a significant change that's being made to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, along with possibly one of the most significant killers that we've had introduced into the game. Today, I'm going to fill you in and let you know what's happening on June 11th in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And of course, I want to hear from you. Are you still playing the game? Are you playing Killer Clowns? Are you playing both? Let me know what you think about that. And also, let me know what you think about the changes coming to the game. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the big change that they're making is they're actually removing all of the random perks. So basically, June 11th, when you log in, all of your characters are going to be respect, and then you're going to have to go through and choose whichever route you want to take in the skill tree. But this time when you do it, there's going to be dedicated perks there that will replace the once random ones. There's like a perk that you really like and you don't get it, as far as like respecking and, doing it again, all of that kind of stuff. You no longer have to do that. You're going to know exactly what perks are where in that tree or in that path. They mentioned some characters specifically. So Sissy is going to be getting the slippery perk. Sunny is going to get some additional perks. Leland and Sunny are going to be getting no drip. So they're actually, putting some perks in place for characters where it makes sense as well. Now, this isn't something that they're doing on June 11th, but they've also talked about making future changes to Grandpa perks and how those work. They've talked about taking some perks out of the game and replacing them with character-specific perks as well. Now, I know a lot of people like using perks. Personally, I wouldn't even care if they just removed them out of the game altogether. To me, it just simplifies everything. But they've kind of created this meta type of horror game. And to me, I personally like some of the perks, but at the end of the day, I've also enjoyed playing Killer Clowns where you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. At the end of the day, they're trying to make the perks easier. You know where they're going to be. You know what perks they are. You don't have to sit here and guess and keep respecking your tree if that's something that you're into. The other thing is Hands. So we've already known about Hands for some time, but now we have a little bit of the backstory and what he's capable of. So he is actually a distant cousin to the family, and Robert Mukes from House of a Thousand Corpses is the one that did the motion capture for him, while Kane Hodder actually did the stunt coordination. Now, apparently he's some kind of drag car race legend, right? But he's also got a pretty nasty side, which is why he fits perfectly into this world. He ended up killing somebody, apparently, and then made a human mask out of it, kind of like a trophy of sorts, and then gave that to Leatherface. So, again, he kind of fits right in to the family traditions. Now, we also found out that not only does he carry that hammer, but he has these homemade electric traps that he can put on barriers. He can put them in crawl spaces and on other metal objects, which is all they say. So does that mean he can trap doors, maybe trap fences? There's all kinds of possibilities here. So I'll be kind of interested to see how many things and what things he can actually trap. Now, because he's got a mechanical background, his ability is called Rip Stall. So this is going to allow him to literally rip fuse boxes, valves, right out of their place. So at that point, does he carry them on him? Or can he chunk them? Or do they just disappear? I don't know, but this can change the dynamic of how these maps are played, especially if they disappear. Now, if he can hide them, of course, victims could then, find those items and then use them like normal. But I'm going to assume that they're just going to disappear into his inventory. So then you come across what should be a valve there. Well, you're going to have to make another plan of escape or find another, valve handle or fuse. Now, he can also start the battery and the generator super quickly using the same ability. So this isn't like something he's going to be able to go around the map and start tearing out all the fuses and all the valves and then, whatever. But at the same time, it's a pretty powerful one as long as you time it correctly, of course. But he's also got a barging ability. So they say with a well-timed barge, if anybody approaches him, basically he can knock them to the ground. So that's a pretty interesting and powerful killer that they've added to the game. Nancy isn't nearly as good as what this is seemingly shaping up to be with this character hand. So I'm pretty stoked to actually play as him. And again, all this is coming on June 11th. So what do you think, man? They're making some changes to the game and bringing in a killer that I think could be instrumental in actually changing and hopefully slowing down some of these matches where you just have these speed runners just kind of trying to break world records or whatever the hell they're doing. So I'm actually excited about that. But again, we'll have to see how it plays out. Let me know what you think down below. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. See you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.